Hello everyone, this is Sandesh. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, all of us have been using YouTube for a very long time, past 7 or 8 years or so. I had also started using YouTube around 6 to 7 years ago. Earlier, I used to watch content on YouTube. So there are so many educational and informative videos. I used to watch those videos on my YouTube channel, and I haven't uploaded anything until 2021. In 2021, I subscribed to Cambly, and then I decided that I will upload my Cambly lessons on my YouTube channel because I have seen other creators who are doing the same thing. So I thought, okay, let me also do the same thing. And before subscribing to Cambly, I was not sure whether I should go for that or not, because Cambly is a expensive platform. Quite unsure whether I should invest that money in Cambly or not. However, after thinking for few weeks, I decided that okay, let me invest 18,000 rupees, and I went for a 6 month Cambly plan where I used to get 5 lessons each week, 15 minutes each. So I went for that, and earlier it was kind of difficult for me to talk to those people. I was able to understand everything and I was able to talk to them with ease. It's just that I used to get nervous because I used to feel that I am in an interview where someone is asking me a questions. So I used Cambly for around 6 months or so, and I got a promotion after 6 months. As soon as I completed my Cambly subscription, after 6 months, I applied for one opportunity within my office and I got promoted. And that was something I hadn't expected, that I will get a promotion. But I worked hard for 6 months, and then I also improved my communication skill to some extent. And there was an application called Hello, so I used to use that application. So I was working very actively on my spoken English. If you take an average, I used to practice for 2 to 3 hours. I used to talk to my friends whom I met on that application. So when I started using Cambly, for first few months, the experience was quite good. I used to talk to several tutors, and the thing is that when you talk to tutors on Cambly, so possibility is that they will ask you the same kind of question again and again. So in order to avoid that, you have to be very clear what you want to learn. So you will get 15 minutes, and within that 15 minutes, you should achieve whatever you want to learn from that tutor. You should be able to extract that thing from that tutor, because tutor just wants to be there for 15 minutes because that's his job. And once 15 minutes are over, then his job is over, and then it's your headache because you want to improve your English. And I have observed that people who are beginner, they should not subscribe to Cambly. They should work on the basics. I used to use Hello. I used to talk to lots of beginners over there, and their basic was not in place. So whenever someone used to ask me for advice, I used to tell them, work on your basics. Once your basics is in place, you can go for a Cambly subscription, or you can work on your own if you want to step up your game. I have been learning English since a very long time, but the thing is that earlier, I used to watch movies, I used to read books, I never practiced my spoken English. But when I got a promotion in 2019, I started working on my spoken English, and then I realized I was making too many mistakes. Then I watched a video on tenses. I will share the link of that video in the description below. just follow that video. And if you have issues with tenses, then you should go ahead and watch that video. Once you watch that video, your concept will be clear, and then you can move to other things. And then another thing is verbs. It's very important to learn verbs, because there are two type of verbs: regular and irregular. Regular verbs are those verbs where we just add ed in the end, and that's it. But there are too many irregular verbs which you have to study if you want to become a fluent English speaker. I will give you an example, like first form of verb is eat, the second form is ate, and the third form is eaten. So, like this, there are so many other verbs which you need to learn, such as take, took, taken, and bring, brought, brought, so on and so forth. When I started working on my spoken English, I used to search hypothetical questions on the internet, and I used to get a list of questions where I used to select those questions one by one, and I used to answer those questions as if someone is asking me those questions, and I used to answer them back. So if you follow this thing, then you don't need anyone. You can do this practice on your own. Just select questions and answer them, and that's how you can practice your spoken English. Because if you talk to a Cambridge tutor, they'll also ask you some questions and you have to answer them back. So that's how communication works. I have followed this particular thing, which has helped me a lot. If you really want to improve your English, there are four ways through which you can improve your English. The first is listening. When it comes to listening, you can listen to music, you can watch movies, web series, you can listen to podcasts, and you can listen to whatever you want as long as the content is in English. There is an application called Giggle which you can download, where you will get free audiobook summary. You can listen to those audiobook summary for free in English if you really want to improve your English. And the second is speaking. So when it comes to speaking, there are several platforms which you can use if you really want to talk to people in English though. So the first platform is Hi Local. Some of my friends, they use this platform in order to meet other English learners on that platform, and then they practice their English. But if you want to give it a try, you can go ahead and download this platform. I will share the link in the description. You can go ahead and download that particular application through Google Play Store. And the second thing is you can subscribe to either Cambly or Clappingo. Both the platforms are paid, where you have to spend some money in order to talk to tutors. But if you don't want to spend money on this platform, then there is one application called Chatroulette, which you can download on your phone, or you can use this application on the web browser. This application works like Cambly, where you can talk to native speakers on this application without any cost, which is that you will have to spend some time on this application to find like-minded native speakers. I have spoken to so many people in English on this platform, people from the UK, people from the United States. So you just need to use this application regularly. I'm pretty sure you'll get a chance to talk to native speakers on this platform. And the third one is reading, where you can read books, you can read blogs, you can read articles, read whatever you like as long as it is in English. And the last but not the least, the last one is writing. I know writing is kind of boring to some people, but if you really want to improve your English, then you will have to write. If you don't want to write in your journal, then you can download Quora application on your phone, where people ask questions and you can answer those questions. You can download Twitter, where you can share your opinions on Twitter or Facebook, on Instagram. So if you really want to improve your spoken English, then follow all these things which I have shared. I myself is working on my spoken English, and I want to step up my game by enhancing my communication skills. I hope that all of you guys who want to improve their English, you will also achieve your goal. Just remember, the practice is the key. You need to be consistent if you really want to improve your English. We'll see you in the next video. Bye, take care.